Hello again, and welcome back to our desert studio.
Yes, hello again. If there is one thing we at No Faith No Pain hate, it's people who make up their own Old Testament.
Absolutely. The real Old Testament is wacky enough, but when people start creating crazy theories to justify the old book that have no basis in either science or scripture, then it is time to act.
Yes, we have to nip it in the bud before it becomes urban legend and people start to believe in it.
We don't intend to use heavyweight science, but to use the simple, straightforward technique of extrapolating an illogical hypothesis to its ridiculous conclusion.
Of course, in the case of people like Nephilimfree, it feels a little like mocking somebody who is mentally challenged. It's not a fair fight. At first, we thought maybe we should leave the nutter alone. But on reflection, if he is spreading these lies and confusing other people who are perhaps lonely, vulnerable, or just not scientifically oriented, then we should do something about it. Ridicule mixed with common sense science is the best tool we have.
In some ways, Nephi the Nephster is good fun. The worship-crazed god gimp. Without him, life would be much less amusing.
Now, the Nephster has been at it again, in this video entitled Galaxies Defy Cosmic Evolutionism. Let's have a quick look at it. How would it pan out, if it really was the way the Loch Ness Monster says it is?
Oh yes, give it some ancient Middle Eastern language to lend authority to your words that you could never give them yourself.
The evolutionists have concocted many theories to try to explain away the universe and our solar system without the hand of God.
Of course, the term evolutionism is a joke for the uneducated, and putting the hand of God in there solves nothing, and science and reason have no need for the hand of the desert god. Here is the next sequence.
But did you know that our universe, in fact even our solar system, defy physics? That's right. There are many things about our universe, and even our solar system, which completely defy physics.
Since physics is merely a theoretical and mathematical description of everything that happens in the universe, then the universe cannot defy physics by definition. Physics as we know it changes as we know more and more about the universe.
Unfortunately, people with a certain type of psychological makeup cannot stand not knowing the answers. They need an answer, even if it is wrong. This is called the need for closure personality type. You will find YouTube videos entitled Psychology of Belief by Anti-Citizen X on the subject. Now have a look at a man with a need for closure personality type.
They defy physics. Everything in our solar system defies physics. It defies all of the evolutionists' cosmic evolution concoctions, these concepts they call theories, that they come up with to try to explain away. So how do they explain away the fact that the galaxies are spinning 10 times too fast, that the inside of a galaxy is spinning slower than the outside of it? How do they explain that away? Oh, dark matter, of course. Let's just invent something called dark matter, a filler, and say, oh, that does it. That's why. Because there's dark matter there. Oh, we can't see it. We can't detect it. We've been trying. We've got all kinds of multi-millions of dollars worth of equipment seeking that little bit of dark matter. We're trying to find one, just a little particle of it somewhere in the universe. We can't find it. Can't see it. Can't detect it. But it's there, trust me. Have faith in us because we're Evo gurus. Have faith in what we say.
Nobody needs faith in what a scientist says. A scientist sets himself up in the firing line and says, give it your best shot. My theory stands or it falls. It is the ultimate professional bravery. Belief is irrelevant. Only what you can observe, measure and prove is important in science.
Dark matter, dark energy and dark flow are all working hypotheses that are temporarily in place. They are a black box that make things work. Eventually we will know what is in that black box, but it will take a long time, and a lot of educated ingenious people to find out. Here is what a real scientist says about it.
Dr. Kathy Romer is an astrophysicist who specializes in studying galaxies.
Everything that we've learned, everything we've gathered is just a theory, and it might well be wrong. And in fact, the fun is in the chase. In fact, the greatest thrill of all would be to prove something wrong.
You really have to be very rigorous, and anything that you come up with has to be corroborated. It has to be demonstrated to be the case, not just by one measurement, one experiment, but by many different groups. That's the essence of the scientific method: repeatability, rigor, accuracy, and relevance.
It's not enough to make one measurement, find one thing that looks strange and say, this is true, so there's a problem. You have to come at it with many different ways. A lot of these results are tentative.
This is not an abandonment of scientific method. This is one of the methods of how science is done. We do not understand something, so we brainstorm it. We come up with ideas, then we test, and measure and do the mathematics. It stands up, or it doesn't. Often there are many competing theories. It does not prove God had anything to do with it.
When seeing this sequence, I remember thinking, I hope he does not come up with his own theory, such as a big hand of God making everything go round at the same speed. Then I saw this.
Why does the outside of a galaxy spin 10 times too fast? Faster than its inside? When gravity and physics tells us this cannot be? Because it's the hand of God that operates it. That's why.
Yep, facepalm moment. He said it. He actually said it. He then goes off irrationally talking about fossil records and punctuated equilibrium. So that's enough of the Neph stuff. I refuse to give too much airtime to someone who still mindlessly repeats that there is no transition in the fossil record, even though there are many such examples. Let's have a look at what it really means, if the hand of God is making the universe go round as a galactic magic roundabout.
We shall visit God's planet lab, a few minutes before creation.
Aha, Lucy. Welcome to my planet lab. My not-to-scale model of how my universe is going to work is ready for its first trial.
Oh, thank you for creating me, my lord. I worship thee a lot.
Of course you do, it's why I created you. I have decided to have lots of balls spinning round each other. I will call the big glowing thing in the middle a star. Now, where is the go button? There isn't one. Oh yes, of course. Let there be simple harmonic motion. Ha. Memo to omnipotent self. Nice one.
I love it, my liege. I love it. You are so clever.
That's it, lots of worship. I will call this a star system. Now I want to build one of these. The big glowy thing is now going to be the galactic center, and the other rocks will be points in the spiral arms. Let me have another look.
It is even better second time round, and only lit by the light that shines from your ass, my lord. You are so cool, I just have to keep telling you.
No, something's not quite right. Don't like it, something's missing. It's not, well, tidy. I don't mind the solar systems and plug holes acting like that, but not the galaxies. It will make my nice swirly idea all messed up as the center goes too quick. That will never do.
No, my liege. As always, you are so clever.
None of the monkey brains I'm going to evolve are going to worship me if I leave it like that. Got it. I think this is what I really want. Let there be simple harmonic motion.
Oh yes, my liege, much better. Much tidier.
Oh no, the end fell off.
Ha.
Shut up, Lucy. Even though I'm omnipotent and therefore created you in full knowledge of how you will act, that does not stop me blaming you for the behavior I caused in your creation.
Oh, sorry, your omnipotentness.
That's okay. Now, I see the problem here. There is not enough attractive force to keep it all together because the outer rocks are now going too fast.
You are so clever, my father in heavenly laboratory.
I could invent some really hard to detect filler stuff, let's call it dark matter. That will act like an invisible tar rod keeping it all together like this.
You are so all-knowing I just creamed myself, my liege.
That is much better. The problem is though, those inquisitive little monkeys that I'm going to make on the third rock from Sol, out on the western arm of that indistinct Milky Way galaxy in the middle of my universe might just eventually discover it.
No, master. That just would not look cool. Oh, you are so right, master.
I have it. Pure genius. It will be the hand of God that does it. They will never find that. I must test it. Let there be 3 mini-me's.
4 of you, I feel faint, master.
Oh yes, I like it. Bring it on, baby. Okay boys, make yourselves invisible and off we go. Let there be godly assisted harmonic motion. What a buzz. Excellent. Now, one hand should be big enough for each solar system, so I have to make 100 billion solar systems minimum in every galaxy, so that's 100 billion hands on average. I imagine I shall make at least 100 billion galaxies, just to show off to my worshippers. So that's 1 by 10 to the 22nd power hands, minimum for starters. Okay, that's easy for me, because I'm God.
But hadn't you better hurry, master? I know you want those monkey-brained little bastards to sit around on their fat asses, and do nothing except worship you, as a minimum every 7th revolution of their rock, around their average little star.
Good point. Some of the little creatures are going to have to do it 5 times every revolution.
Oh, I can see how important that is, master.
Yes, so we have to make that pesky planet Earth in 5 days, leaving only 1 day, to build the Milky Way around it. Then I must make the rest of the galaxies, clouds, supermassive black holes and everything. Never mind, I move in mysterious ways, they will never figure it out. It will keep their philosophers happy debating it for ages. If I'm really lucky, then some of them will stop believing in me, and I can send them to that Satan I'm going to create, to be tortured for all eternity without end.
Oh, wonderful idea. When will you make this, Satan master?
Don't worry, Lucy, or shall I start calling you Light Carrier? Allah is infinitely merciful and beneficent. I will let you know shortly. What a master plan. I'm the man. Woo woo woo.
Oh no, one more problem, my liege. If the rest of the galaxies are invented in 1 day, when are all the beings on all the other planets going to get a rest day to worship you?
You know, Lucifer. I have the feeling you and I are not going to get on so well.